Hey Joey, listen, I just want to make sure I'm clear about this, what I'm asking for with the music organizer. So I'm looking at the course timeline right now, and there's this column that says, what do I need to turn in? And if you look at the week that has music organizer in it, what I'm looking for is the version that you have after you've completed these exercises. And that version, I don't have a working version from you yet. Like the thing that you sent me just today or yesterday, I don't know when you sent it, recently, had the track had a reference to the track class in there, and that's not the one I want. So what I'm looking for is what you sent me earlier, built off of Music Organizer version 3. And that's the one, remember, it didn't compile, and I think what I sent to you was, yeah, I said just use the plain wait method that's in the Music Organizer class. So the way you do that is, instead of, so this would be if you were going to make a static reference, a reference to a static method in Music Player, but we're not going to use anything out of Music Player. We're just going to use play and wait. Okay, so if you do that, then it says, let's see, method play and wait cannot be applied to the given type. So you have to look and see. Let's take a look at play and wait and what it's asking for. Play and wait, play and wait. It's looking for an index, a number. So you're going to have to give it some kind of a number. So, where was it? Okay, so you're going to have to figure out what the number is that's associated with that artist, and then do play and wait with that number. Okay, and if you need help with that, let me know. But this is the version that needs to get finished. This is the version you're going to get graded on. And so what I'm looking at is, particular stuff for list matching and for play and wait. And actually, just for now, I'm just going to stick a 0 in here just so it compiles. But you're going to want, like I said, you're going to need to figure out the right number for that. But let me just show you also what I'm looking for the test here. So I want to make sure I give you a test file that you can use. So let's see. So I'm just going to fix this up so it'll work with yours. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to use these unit tests, but I'll show you how those work in a second here. So let's make sure this compiles. Yeah. Okay. So actually, let me get to yours. So and I just stored yours. So I mean, the name of the unit isn't that important, of the scenario or whatever isn't that important. But yeah, so I stored yours here, and I created this Music Organizer test class. So basically, all these Java files, you can open these up in any kind of text editor. Okay, and I created this special class so that you can test your methods. The two methods that I really care about are the test list matching and the test play artist. So I set this up so that you can test these, and I'll just show you how that testing would work. So like I said, all your .java files are all like plain text So you can open them up like I'm using Notepad++. If you're on the Mac, you could use like TextEdit or anything that'll open up a plain text document should work. And then you can just go into your code, and let me just back this up. I'm going to get rid of this for a second. And so the way that you use these test classes is you can right click or control click if you're on a Mac on the class, right, and pull up these different things, and you can go all the way down to the bottom, see where it says create test class, and it'll pop up this green box. Okay, then you double click on the green box. This is Music Organizer Test, and it'll pull up all this code that it generates automatically for you. But I don't want you to use this code. I want you to use the code I'm sending. So I'm going to just do like Control A to select all and just erase that stuff. And we're going to use this file that I'm going to send you as an attachment. So I'm going to say select all and copy and paste. Okay, so then you'll have all this test stuff. Okay, and that'll compile, because like I said, I just did it just now to work with your thing. But again, you need to figure out this plain wait business. So plain wait is a method, and like I said, that's got to be a typo from the text, but plain wait is actually a method that's in your Music Organizer class, and that requires an index, it requires a number. Okay, so you're going to have to see if you're going to have to get an index somehow. So you're going to have to loop through, get an index, and play the artist that goes with that index. Okay, and then with the list matching, what I want to see is, so this is good as far as it goes. So if I say test list matching now, what happens is this terminal window will pop up. Okay, and because of the way the test was written, it's going to spit out all these guys that were added in. So if you look at the test real quick, the test is really just another just Java class. So, but what it does is it adds a whole bunch of files, and then it runs list matching on different artists. Okay, so it'll run. So that's where this stuff gets printed out. It says print testing Big Bill Brunzi, and it types it out over here, and then it lists, and then list matching should print out all the files that match Big Bill Brunzi, which is this one. And the same thing with Blind Lemon Jefferson. Bruce Springsteen is not in this list anyplace, so when you say Bruce Springsteen, what you should get, actually, if you're implementing, so I like to see you get an A on this. And if you're implementing the what question was it? I think it was like question 426 is the challenge one. And what that one says is go to, where is it? Oh, is this it? Yeah. It says, in list matching, can you find a way to print a message once the for loop has finished if no files match the search string? So you have to loop through and check to see that no files match the search string. And it says, hint, use a Boolean. So you want to use a Boolean variable, and inside the loop, well, so there's two ways you could go about it, right? You could say, inside the loop, if I don't get a match, I'm going to set the Boolean to say I didn't get a match, right? And then check that after you're out of the loop. Or you could say, I'm going to check to see if I got a match, and if I got a match, then I'm going to set the Boolean, right? So think about which one of those is going to work, because only one of those is going to work. Because if you're looking through, if you're looping through, right, and you're looking at every single one, well, every single one that you look at is either going to be a match or not a match, right? So you don't want to, you only want to set your Boolean if you found a match, really, right? Because then that way you'll know at the end, and after you exited the loop, then you'll know, oh yeah, I found a match. So if you found a match, then you don't do anything. But if you didn't find a match, that's when you got to print something out. Okay, so it takes a little bit of thinking, but think about it. Try to figure it out. If you need help, give me a holler and I'll help you out with it. But what you want to see is, like I said, after testing Bruce Springsteen, you want to see some kind of message that says, like, you'll create your own message, but the message should say, like, no match found, or something like that, right? So so that's what you want for that one. And then and then just to get your code working, oh wait, where was it? For a play artist, if you just write your plane weight like this, just to get it to compile, but then you're going to have to go through and figure out how do I find the right index for that artist and play the right one. Okay, so I'll let you do some thinking about that. But again, if you need more help, give me a holler. But this is the one you want to solve. So I wouldn't do any more exercises until we get this, because this is your grade. This is a big part of your grade for semester 1. Okay, and then, like I said, if you have any other questions, just give me a holler.